All right, so if you're firing up Creality 5.1 today and you're seeing a message like this, you don't need to panic. Options are easy. You can either install 6.0, which I'm going to do in this video, or you can skip it. Or you can install it and still keep 5.1. Uh, the options are yours. I'm going to keep both. I typically do that. So let's go ahead and we're going to get started on this. Click yes. We're going to hit save as. I'm going to save it to my downloads folder. That's all there is to it. Okay, so our download's complete, but what if you don't have Creality 5.1 installed? How do you get it? Let's take a quick look at that. Okay, so what we do in that case is we come over to crealitycloud.com, one of my favorite websites for 3D. But what we do is we come up here at the top to their menu and we go to downloads and we're going to go to software. And what we want to do is click on Creality Print, not Creality Slicer. Creality Print is what we want. Click on that, and right there at the top of the list, version 6, and if they have it out for not yet. No, it doesn't seem to be available for anything but Windows at this point, but Creality is pretty quick at getting these. What we want to do from here is just go ahead and click the file, and same as before, we hit save as. Now, I already have it installed or saved. So hitting the save as, it's just going to give me another copy of the same file. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to cancel out of that. And we'll go ahead and install it from here. But before I start the install, I want to take a quick word and thank PCBWay.com for sponsoring this video. PCBWay is known for high quality PCBs, but did you know that they also offer a wide range of maker services like CNC cutting and 3D printing? Just upload your design, select the material, and submit. Looking for a project? Check out PCBWay's shared project portal. Now, if you're up to the challenge, check out PCBWay's 7th project design contest. Categories include electronics and mechanical, as well as STM32. Enter your project for your chance to win. Maybe the project you're working on right now. Okay, so I still have Creality 5.1 open. So it will throw us a message to close that for us, but we're going to get started. There's multiple ways to do this. I'm going to do it by clicking on Open File, and it'll start right away. I can open up my File Explorer, go to the location, in my case, the Downloads folder, and double-click the file. But let's just hit Open File. We're right here. It's telling us that it's currently running. I'm going to just hit Yes to close. Here we go. Click Next. I'm going to accept a license agreement because, hey, I agree to everything. What can I tell you? We're going to go to Next, where I like where the location is going to install it. And it asks me, do I want to not create shortcuts? I'm going to leave that unchecked because I like my shortcuts. And from there, it's install. Okay, so now we're ready to run Creality Print. But before I do that, I want to mention, in fairness, the install took a lot longer than it looked in my screen. This video, I cut out the midsection of the install, like just where that progress bar is going, just to save time on the video. There's no sense sitting here staring at it for 2-3 minutes. Same thing with the download. I sped that up. Let's go ahead and we're going to run Creality Print. Okay, so we got this nice little screen here. And what we want to do here is install the printers that we have. It's real simple to do. I have a K1 Max. Not have any of these other printers here. Sadly, I do not have the K2 Plus yet. But I have a K1 Max. And over here on the left side, I do have an Ender 3 V3 SE. And I'm going to check the box for that. Have any others? Oh, Bamboo Labs is in here now. I do have a few Bamboo Labs. I do have X1C. I have a couple of P1S's laying around, and I still have A1 not even out of the box yet. So I'm going to go ahead and check that box. I'm looking forward to seeing how the bamboos hold up. But if you'll notice that we checked all the boxes, and it did not change anything while we clicked from screen. Now, if you have more than one nozzle, like for the K1 Max, for example, maybe you purchased extra nozzles, different sizes, just click on the plus and minus button and you can add those to it. But since I don't have yet 6 or an 8, typically when I'm using my K1 Max, it's just 0.4 at layer height of 0.2 or less. Days I will upgrade. So what we do from here is we go ahead and we hit confirm. And now when we come up here to the upper right hand corner, you'll notice all of our printers are. Whichever printer you're going to be working with, you just change it just like that. I'm going to be working with my K1 Max. So the next thing we want to do is check to see our settings. It's English, North America. I actually got the feeling that it probably brought this information from my version 5.0. Everything's looking good right there. Okay, so our printers are set up, but what about any profiles for materials that we set up in 5.1 that we want to keep? We have to make them from scratch? No, we don't. Now, this is Creality 6.0 I have open. And the way I'm going to tell the difference is just by looking at the plate. The direction is straight on. I'm going to switch over real quick to 5.1. I tilted my plate just so I wouldn't get confused. Another way I could tell is just by looking in this area for this. But what I want to do, get my profiles out of here. Now, when I look at my material, I come up to my user configurations. I have quite a few up there that I've made. Now I'm going to save them all in one quick shot. I'm going to go over to File, and this is in 5.1. Go to File, and we're going to hit Export, Preset Config. And we're going to save that. I'm going to save it into my Downloads folder, and I'm just going to call it Profiles. Now, this will bring over any machine settings you made, as well as your material. So I'm going to save that. And that's all there is to that. Now we're going to jump back over version 6. You do not have to have both of them open to do this, just so you know. So now I'm back in version 6. Same thing. We're going to go to File up here in the upper left-hand corner. And I'm going to go to Import and Import Config. And I want to go to the Downloads folder where I saved it. And there it is, profiles.zip. Double click that. Quick messages, not a big deal. And there it is. So now when I look at my, should have, yep, there they are. A lot of times I'll be using this high-speed free mover or free mover PLA. Bamboo TPU, I used that in a previous video. I'm for printing with. So yeah, everything's there. I'm going to go to high speed. Make sure I brought it over properly, because last night I did make a change. Flow rate to 1, and my temperature I went from 230 down to 225. Let's check those and see if they're there. Flow ratio, yes. I'm at 1. Temperature, and yes, 25. So it's all there. Now, taking a quick look at this screen, you'll notice that my user is green. That's just showing the ones that I made. If you want to see the what's in Creality itself, just click System. There you have all your Crealities, generics, anything that was built into the profile or the program. But as you Do your calibrations. You'll want to save them as a different name, and this is where we'll put the cooling, overrides, the advanced, all that used to be across the top. It's just down the side. Looks like there's a few additions. It could be just the way it's laid out. But yeah, that's how you get your material profiles over. Over here with our processes, they'll have our global and objects, so we can work with those. Quality, strength, speed, ports, multi-material. This is a new addition from Creality 5.1. So if you have the K2, or if you have one of the bamboos, and you're working with that, where you would handle all that material. Now, I don't have my bamboo hooked up yet. It's turned off. K1 is turned on currently, so good there. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at that. We're going to come up to bikes, and there's the K1 Max. If you're not seeing your printer, your Wi-Fi enabled printers, and you have them turned on, just hit scan add. If it doesn't show up anything, you could hit manual add and type in the IP. That's all there is to it. Pretty good. I'm gonna drag. First, I want to get 5.0 closed out, and I'm going to drag a file in here. Okay, so I have this man array. I downloaded it from STL Flip. It's a subscription service. It's a print in place little fidget like toy. Every place where you see these lines, it moves at those. You can actually make it look like swimming. Probably going to be the first orange manta ray in the world of manta ray. That's what I have loaded, and that's what I'm going to go. Now, to make any setting changes, same as before in 5.1, they're down here along the right-hand side of the screen, and they're all in the same order. Now, the first thing I do is I always check on a new version that there's no brim turn. By default, Creality Print usually sets it to auto. I don't like a brim. I like skirts. Now, the skirt loops is set to 0, so it won't do anything. So I am going to change that to. I don't have anything against the brim. I just don't like breaking them off. And if I got to use one, I want to be in control of it. So I'm going to go ahead and that. I infill under strength is typically I start with 10%. That's what I like as my default. Creality Print likes 15. Keep in mind of these changes. The wall loops. Most of the time, I'll change this to. I'm not going to do it for this print. Yeah, actually, I will make it quick. 4 wall loops. My top shell layers. I used to go to 6. I'm trying to back it down to 5. But the one thing I want to point out is my top shell layers and thickness. I always try to work them out together. So if I have my layer height, it's 0.2, okay? And I got 5 top layers. Well, 5 times 0.2 is 1. I leave that as 1 millimeter for my thickness. In the old days, I used to use 6 top shell layers. And my top shell thickness would be 1.2. One thing I liked about Cura is if I would change this, it would automatically update that number. But it doesn't. Creality Print. So just keep that in mind. If you're one of the people that likes to use that, just keep that in mind. My bottom shell, normally I change those to match my top. I'm going to leave it at 3. What I'm going to do is show you how I save these as a default. So anytime I open up Creality Print for this printer, those are my presets. All you have to do is come up here, little disk, save current processes. I'm going to go ahead and hit save. And it will not let you override the original. So what I do is I'm just going to change this K1 Max 0.4 nozzle, and I'm just going to call it. So if I ever want to go back to the Creality settings, I can go ahead and do that. I'm just going to hit OK. So anytime I start a new job, I'll have 4 wall loops. I will have no brim. I'll have 3 skirt loops, and my infill will always be 10%. Now, kind of contradicts what I just said, but for this one being a test print, I am just going with 2 wall loops. I'm not going to save it that way. That's what that arrow is. I can resort back to my original setting just clicking that. I just want 2. Let's go ahead and we're going to slice this and print it. We'll take a look on the other side. That doesn't look too bad. Now, it did take 3 hours, 47 minutes. A little bit longer than what our slicer said it would take. Not too much. I guess an extra 10 minutes. Yeah, it's a nice look, clean looking print. I'm satisfied with it. I hope you found the information useful. If you did, hit that like button and let me know down in the comments. Smash that bell so you'll be alerted to new content in the future. Live your life one layer at a time. And if you haven't done it yet, please consider subscribing.